Thank you for the opportunity to share a project I'm working on. A little bit of information about this one. This is work in progress. Your comments and suggestions, and most importantly, criticism is welcome and much appreciated. Face-to-face over the next couple of days, anytime after that by email. If you start generally think in terms of a structure of research presentations, this is how it goes: research objectives, importance of research questions, literature overview, and so on this one. I'm not going to do it that way. It's going to be slightly different from the general structure of research presentations. The reason is, if I were to talk a little bit, I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about how this project came about, how I began working on this, and it also very clearly conveys the message of how teaching and research can be mutually reinforcing. This semester's teaching materials and experiences are source of ideas for next semester's research, and this semester's research a source of teaching materials for the next semester's classes. So this is the way it has got to be, in my view. And so how it all came about is in the spring of 2014, I was transitioning out from a department head position to full-time teaching and research. And so I was told that starting the fall semester of 2014, I'll be teaching a graduate course on innovation and new product development. So the summer of 2014, I spent a lot of time preparing for this course. It means reviewing books, journal articles, and so on and so forth. And for 3 times so far I've taught this course. So what I did is, okay, this is the first time I'm teaching this course. What do I teach in this course? And so I started with some list of topics. There are certain areas on which I was working and I published, like incremental innovation is a topic on which I'd already published, done some work and published. And the polar opposite of incremental innovation is radical innovation. So these 2 topics have got to be part of the course. I'd done some work and published some work in the area of innovations for emerging markets. And I was working on business model innovation and also innovations for environmental sustainability. So these are certain things. But then I went on adding this one.